Hello ladies and gentlemen, those in between, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Everett, and for today's video, we are going to be reacting to what is the culture of Croatia like.
What is the culture of Croatia like? If you're curious about the culture of Croatia, you're in for a treat. Croatian culture is a rich and vibrant tapestry that reflects the country's complex history, diverse ethnicities, and strong family ties. Croatians take immense pride in their cultural heritage and national identity. This pride is deeply rooted in their history, particularly since Croatia became an independent nation in 1991 after being part of Yugoslavia. Croatians are loyal to their nation, regional identities, and families, which is reflected in the proverb, "Tko koma ako ne svoj svome," or "Who will you help if not your own?"
Okay, now before we move on, guys, I would like to say that I will be taking everything about this video with a grain of salt because if I'm not mistaken, this is the third time that I've made a reaction video to something like this. I mean, other than music, other than Marko Thompson's performances, other than Croatia's representatives at Eurovision. I remember some of you were upset in the comments section saying something along the lines that those pieces of information in those videos which I made a reaction video to were complete nonsense. Those pieces of information were fabricated and you guys were disappointed. So please correct some of these pieces of information that you find incorrect in the comments section below. Again, guys, this is not my video. I really tried my best to look for videos about Croatian culture because I really want to know more about Croatian culture and anything about Croatia other than, of course, Marko Thompson's videos. But anyway, I would like to say something about Croatian people taking immense pride in their history. I guess that is right, because I've been making reaction videos to anything that's related to Croatia for the past weeks, and I've read a lot of comments saying something along the lines that they were so proud of their country, Croatia, and even though it's a very small European country with like a total population of less than 4 million people, you guys are just you guys just take pride and delight in all of the good things about Croatia, and not you guys think Croatia deserves all of this international attention, and I must agree with you guys on that. But anyway, this proverb, "Teko ci komijako na..." it highlights the importance of helping one's own community. I love that. I love that.
Family is central to Croatian culture. The concept of narod, which means both folk and nation, highlights the importance of shared cultural and national identity. Family gatherings, especially during traditional celebrations like Slava, patron saint celebrations, are significant. During Slava, families come together, prepare special meals, bake ceremonial bread, and light candles to honor their patron saint. Croatian communication styles are expressive and direct. Croatians tend to speak loudly and animatedly, which is seen as a sign of passion rather than anger. They value proper grammar and are straightforward in their conversations, though they express opinions carefully to avoid offense. Humor, especially dark humor and irony, is a common aspect of Croatian interactions.
Prevalent in Croatian interactions.
In terms of traditions, Croatia has a plethora of unique customs. For instance, the carnival season is a major event, especially in regions like Rijeka and Dubrovnik, featuring parades, masked balls, and cultural events.
Again, guys, if you think that there are pieces of information that are incorrect, please let me know in the comment section below. Now let's talk about family gatherings. I think that Croatian people and Filipino people are very much similar in terms of this aspect. We love family gatherings as well, especially on special celebrations. I don't know how much you guys value Christmas in Croatia, but in the Philippines, It is the biggest celebration of the year. And in fact, in the world, the Philippines celebrates Christmas the longest. We start celebrating Christmas on September 1st and we finish on January 6th. So that means on the very first day of September, Christmas songs start being played on the radio or everywhere, like department stores or malls. That's how obsessed we are with Christmas. Now let's talk about communicative style. According to this speaker, Croatian people try to express themselves in a direct way. Well, I guess that is, I mean, there's some truth to it because based on how you guys write and express yourselves in the comment section, I guess it's pretty much true. You guys do not like beat around the bush. Instead, you guys cut to the chase. And then sometimes I'm like, wait a moment, are you guys, you know what I mean? So I just try to like open my mind and try to understand things because in my case, I don't really cut to the chase or like get straight to the point all of the time. Instead, I try to find, especially when I disagree with somebody. Like, for example, today, two people in the comments section said something that I misunderstood the video that I watched. And so these people wrote like, you misunderstood incorrectly, directly. They wrote that directly. So at first I was like, wait a moment. Like I said, I honestly felt just a little bit bad, okay? Honestly, a little bit bad. But like I said, I try to open my mind. It's always the intention, in my personal opinion. As long as the person has good intentions, especially when it comes to correcting you, everything is fine. So, yeah. So anyway, yes, there is some truth to that. Now let's talk about humor. I am not a funny person, to be honest. I love laughing, but I don't think I have a good sense of humor. I try my best to crack jokes here at home because I always want to bring everybody's mood up all of the time because I want the energy in our house to be positive always. But I don't know about you. Do you guys love cracking jokes? Do you think you guys have a good sense of humor? Let me know in the comments section below, okay? But anyway, let's move on.
Christmas traditions include the burning of the Yule log, known as Badnjak, and the preparation of special foods like bakalar, dried cod, and fritool, small donut-like pastries. Easter is also celebrated with distinctive traditions such as decorating Easter eggs called pisanic and enjoying traditional foods like roasted lamb and sweet bread called pinka. Croatian weddings are grand affairs that often last several days, involving customs like the buying of the bride and lavish receptions with traditional music and dance.
Is this right? Is this right, guys? Like, it lasts several days? This is very interesting. In Greece, I believe that Easter is the biggest celebration of the year. In South Korea, they celebrate the South Korean New Year's Day, which equates with the Chinese New Year's Day. And these are like the biggest celebrations in South Korea and in China. But anyway, this is interesting. Weddings in Croatia are grand events. In the Philippines, it really depends on the situation. If the family is well off, then the wedding can be a grand event. But if not, there's actually, whether you guys believe it or not, in the Philippines, the government offers free wedding ceremonies to those people who cannot afford. But it's more like a mass wedding. And by that I mean like during the ceremony, several couples get married at the same time. So let's say 10 couples married, 10 couples or maybe 20 couples. And in fact, my younger sister, when she got married, she was not able to afford all of the expenses, and she had to join the mass wedding along with other couples who were not able to afford a wedding ceremony. Yes. But anyway, let's move on.
Croatian society is collectivist. with a strong emphasis on
Collectivist.
family and community.
Oh, I love that.
Croatians
Family
abroad
and
often maintain strong
community.
connections to their hometowns and engage with political developments back home. This loyalty extends to their daily lives, where hard work is valued, and the fruits of their labor are often used to benefit their families.
Mm-hmm.
Religion plays a significant role in Croatian culture, with the majority of Croats being Roman Catholic and a significant
Okay.
minority being Eastern Orthodox, primarily among the Serbian population.
Roman Catholic.
This religious affiliation often correlates with language and social identity. Nonverbal communication is also important. Croatians generally do not touch each other when speaking, especially when meeting for the first time,
Oh,
but
okay.
light touching is common once a relationship is established.
Mm.
Public displays of affection are accepted, though some from the older generation might disapprove. Direct eye contact is expected, and avoiding it.
I disapprove of public display of affection. Maybe that's because I belong to the older generation and I'm a pretty conservative type of person.
It can indicate a lack of interest or honesty.
Mm.
In summary, Croatian culture is a blend of strong national
Okay,
pride.
wait a moment. Before we listen to the summary, I would like to say something about the nonverbal communication. Well, I have to agree. I don't like touching anybody while talking to them. But for me, locking eyes with somebody who you have a conversation with is an absolute must because that simply shows how confident you are as a person. And that also gives like a signal to the other person who you have a conversation with that you are pretty much interested in the conversation. You know, let me share something with you real quick. Earlier today, I was at a coffee, like a small coffee shop nearby our house, and I have coffee at that coffee shop every single day. And for the most part, whenever the store assistant, the coffee shop assistant approaches me and then talks to me, I am very, very friendly. I talk and I smile. I have like an eye-to-eye contact with her. But, you know, for the past few days, she's been talking about her problem over and over and over again, you know, and I just had to listen for the most part, and then I would give her advice. But you know what? Today I was having coffee and I was stressed out over something like trivial matters, and then she sat next to me and then she started complaining about her personal life, this and that. And for me to tell her that I was not interested in what she was talking about, I just had to like look away, and I just kept scrolling through my Facebook and my social media accounts. Like I was not having an eye-to-eye contact with her. That's how I show like I don't have any interest in whatever you were talking about. That's how I do it. Anyway, let's move on.
Family loyalty and rich traditions, all set against the backdrop of a diverse and complex history.
Oh, this is interesting.
Whether it's through their expressive communication, unique celebrations, or strong family bonds, Croatians embody a culture that is both vibrant and deeply rooted in heritage.
All right. All right, guys, I've already said everything that I wanted to say, so please, again, feel free to correct any wrong pieces of information in this video, okay? Thank you. And if you have anything else to add, feel free to write them down or type them out in the comment section below. Okay, so I guess that's about it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when my next video comes out. Peace out.